What's going on with you? Hope everybody's doing well. And this video going to be a little bit longer because I'm gonna walk through actually creating a slide with some editing tips and some things that do how to use this. Um, I'm gonna create a slide for the African Hall of Honor assignment as an example, but you can really use this for creating any slide. Um, this is gonna be a general overview. Skip around a little bit if you'd like to. But check it out. It's got some good tips in it, hopefully for you, hopefully for everybody. First of all, when you do open a slide, whether you open it in Google Class and say create a new slide, or whether you open this straight from Google Drive, you got a slide. All right. They're going to ask you if you want to choose a theme over here in most cases. You can do that. You can do it, choose a theme, and the theme is going to run throughout all your slides. Personally, I don't. I like to create everything and customize it myself, so I'm just going to X that out. Got a little more space to work with. And you could create a title and so on right here. Again, for me, I kind of like to just start with a fresh slide. So I'm going to go over here. My cursor is what's moving around a lot. Take that cursor, highlight the slide. Notice how it turns yellow. When you click on it, it outlines it in yellow. That means I'm on that slide. From here, I can copy this slide. I can delete this slide, whatever I want to do. So you got some tools along the top here you can use, and some buttons along here too to use as well. And I'll show you this as we go. So I want to add a new slide. I don't want to use this format. I want to add a fresh new format. So I'm going to go to where this plus sign is. If I click over here on the right of it, the drop down, I can choose do I want a slide with a title and body area on it? Do I want just a title in the middle? What do I want? Me personally, I'm gonna make a blank slide right here. Boom. It's nothing on there. I'm gonna build it from scratch. So I click that. Now we got this blank slide right here. The other one, I don't really want it. I'm gonna highlight it and hit delete on the keyboard. That joint's gone. So now we got the one fresh slide here. Now I want to create a slide for Gil Scott-Heron. Gil Scott-Heron, music artist, poet, blues, some say pioneer of rap music, so on and so on. Let's check this out here. So first of all, I'm gonna put a nice big picture of Gil Scott on here. So I'm gonna go to Google right here, and I'm gonna type in his name, Gil Scott-Heron, and notice it popped right up there. He used a hyphen in his name too. Go here. I'm gonna go to the images because I just want to see pictures of him. Boom. All right. And now I'm gonna go through here. I can pick pictures. I know because I know a little bit about him. I'm seeing mostly elder pictures of him. He did transition. He passed away, and this is probably right here, like within a year or two of him passing away. But we can go down here, pick whatever you want. You want young pictures, elder pictures, both, everything. Right here, let's do. If I wanted to grab something with his name already on it, I could grab that right there. Kind of feel like he looking like Common a little bit, Common Sense a little bit in that joint. But let's pick this here. A picture I want of Gil Scott. Let's pick this joint. This like a little close up right here. I'm gonna click there, click it, and I'm gonna copy the image. Boom. I'm gonna go back to the slide. Boom. And from here, I'm gonna click and say paste. There we go. We got this nice image of Gil Scott on here. And for real, I know that he got a sense of humor too. So I kind of might want one of him smiling. But we gonna see how this is here. So it shows both serious and smiling. But you know, I can type Gil Scott-Heron smiling. Boom. See what comes up. There we go. Got he up on here smiling and one. In case you want to show different perspectives and personalities. Look like this is him when he's super young. I don't even think I've ever seen that picture right there. So, but this kind of nice right here. Boom. If I wanted to put that, I could. But let's see. Let's pick that one actually. So maybe I want to get rid of this one. All right. See how? Notice when I click the cursor off the picture, it's just a picture. When I click on the picture, you got those you got blue dots around it. Any of them dots right there, you can click on them, hold it, hold the click down, and just drag it. You can change the size. I like to do the corners right there because it keeps it in proportion. That keeps the length and the width in proportion. If you go here, just on the side, you can stretch it, but then you see if you stretch it too far out of shape, you start to bend things around a little bit. It's no longer a perfect square. All right. By the way, if you ever mess up, the back arrows hit undo, the forward arrow if you go too far back. So I want to go back, boom, 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 take it back to the normal. But again, if you want to get rid of the picture, click on that, hit delete or backspace, is gone. I'm gonna paste now. I'm gonna paste that new picture on there. There we go. That's the picture I'm gonna use right there. That's gonna be Gil Scott there. And now I want to type his name. I'm going to type his name above here, but right now I can't type on here. You just can't type on the blank part. So I go up to the text box, that little box with the T in it. I click that. It's yellow now. I come down on the screen. I click. Boom. I got a text box. I can take them blue points and drag it as far as I want. And now when I type in there, you just double click on there and you can type. When you type, you can choose your size. You can choose your font. You can choose the color right here. You can choose whatever color you want to type in, whatever's going on. So I'm going to just type Gil Scott. I'm going to use the hyphen and do it correctly, how he likes it. And now that's small right there. So I want to just bump this up. All right, so I highlight it, and I want it nice and big right here. So I'm going to go to 30. And let's change off this Arial because it's a little bit boring. And let's go to go to Impact. You can check them out. Impact, Bulby 1, you know, shadow into, you know what I mean? You can do that. You can bold it, italicize it. That's not too bad. But I'm gonna choose Bulby 1. I kind of like that for these kind of bigger titles. His name right there, boom. All right, Gil Scott Heron. Now I want a quote from him. All right, so I'm gonna go back to Google. I'm gonna type in Gil Scott Heron quote, and I'm still in the images section. This is all right here, right? Gil Scott Heron quote. I'm gonna click the images, and I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna find a quote right here that I like. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, we can do whatever with this. He say a lot of good stuff, but this kind of dope right here. You have to learn and keep learning. You know, there's school and everything, so we might as well put a little emphasis on learning. Malcolm X talked about learning, education, the passport for the future. Gil Scott talking about learning. Look like we got some good people on learning right here. So I'm gonna click this, boom, and he got a lot of nice quotes, I'll tell you that. Like I said, right here he talk about the revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live. All right, but we go check all this out too. We go check all this out. We'll listen to some of his music. But what happened to that quote? Here you go. You have to learn and keep learning. I'm gonna copy and paste this. Now, if you want something where it's like this here, and it's a picture you don't want in the background, then what you do is you just go back and you type that in. You type those words into your slide. I'm gonna copy and paste this right here. I copied it, I paste it. Boom. You gotta learn and keep learning. Gil Scott Heron. And notice if you, all right, by the way, you can move your picture around. When you click on the picture, it got all them blue dots around it. Notice how the cursor is an arrow. When you slide over, it turns to a cross. Click and hold, and you can drag your picture wherever you want. All right, so I'm gonna put it right there. All right, and maybe we go nice and big with this. Fill up the whole thing, and boom, boom, boom. We gonna say what he is too. Let's do the pic. Let's do what he is right here. If you're dragging, notice how this red line come up. When you see that red line, that means you've lined up the bottom of this picture with the bottom of this image right here. All right, in case you want to line things up perfectly, you can do that. That's a little big for me though. I wanted to go back here because I want to be able to type a little something about Gil Scott in here. I'm gonna move it off the edge. Move that off the edge. And when you're going up and down, when you see them red lines forming, that tell you right in the middle. All right, boom. And I want to say right here something about who he is, what he's known for. That's part of the requirements. He's a poet, uh, poet, musician, and rap pioneer. A pioneer is a leader. Gil Scott was actually rapping in songs before rap was even a thing. Some call him the godfather of rap. So I'm gonna highlight this, and let's just bump it up in size a little bit. And I want to change the font to let's try this. Now let's try that. Boom. That look all right to me. And still gonna bump it up in size a little bit right there, nice and big, so if we show this to our audience they can see it. Don't want it to be bigger than his name, but I do want it to be large enough for folks to see. Add his name, some size on his name, and now peep this, we're gonna add color now. You could keep it like this, black and white, ain't nothing wrong with that. You got a slide right here. Oh, also too, coming off of that, we gonna come down, I'm gonna hit enter, and I want to come bring this back down kind of smaller, and I want to write my name in here. I want to say slide by Brother John. That's who's making it. Now when you do yours, of course, you're gonna and I want to make sure that's on there. I want to make sure that or when you do yours, you could say slide by brother whomever, sister whomever, put your name in there. You can use the title brother, use the title sister, you can use the title scholar. If you want to say slide by scholar, put your name in, or just slide by and put your name in there. All right, but make sure you take credit for your slide when you make it. And then finally right here, add in, if you want to add some color in it, which I think is great, let's make it pop a little bit. So when you're not clicked on a picture or on a box here, if you click on a box, you can actually add color to the box. So meaning the text box there where you write the text, just go up to look like a paint can pouring out paint and say fill color. You can just click on that, pick whatever you want. You want to go red with it, go red with it. All right, you want to click down here. If you want to go red, the same red down here, boom, you can do that too. If you want to go, if I don't like it, I'm gonna click back, click a different color. If you want a different color, maybe I want some green in this joint. Get my red, black, and green going on. You got options though. You got options. I would make it sure it's not overlapping that photo, that image right there, and cool. You also can go and change the whole color. Of like, if you're not clicked on a box, peep how to say background. That's the background color. Click background. Click the color you want. Whatever you want to do. I'm gonna look out. Let me see what black do. Boom. I can do like that. Maybe notice how there's no space between this text box and the picture. Let's make the same thing right here. No space between them. So it goes all the way down. And I peeped that this one is flush, meaning it's flat, but this is sticking out a little bit. So I'm going to drag it right over there and take a little off. I'm going to take this out that way a little bit. All right. Matter of fact, I like how that red goes behind there. So I'm also going to take this green behind there too. Right. I'm going to take it all the way out to the edge. But I want to make this go behind the picture. So I go up to arrange, and this is clicked, this is selected. The order, I'm going to send it to the back. Boom. Check it out. Now it's behind the picture. Same thing here. I'm going to click this red. I want to take that red all the way out to the edge there. Boom. And it's already behind the picture. Check that out. Boom. All right. Again, though, you can pick whatever color you want. Click on the background again. You can change that background. Change it to whatever. You want a pink background. That's a little wild with the color combos right there. If you want a nice little blue background, you can do like that. All right. Choose whatever you want to do. That should be a nice intro right there, family. All right. And got your quote. I would like to be able to put quotation marks on there. All right. But since it's already embedded in a picture itself, that's all right. Maybe if I wanted to, I could find another little picture to put in there, fill that space in. Let's try that real quick. And your title it real quickly up here, untitled presentation. Click on that. I'm gonna write Gil Scott Heron African Hall of Honor. Abbreviate that slide. Boom, there's the name of it. African Hall of Honor, AHH slide. Maybe there's one other picture I can put of Gil Scott in here, something a little different. Maybe Gil Scott Heron playing instrument. Let's see if we can get him playing an instrument. He on the mic right there. Or maybe we get a title of his Gil Scott Heron album cover. Alright. Interesting one there. So I'm just looking around. I like all them colors right there. Ain't Really a Life. He's got a lot of nice music out. We're gonna pick that one right there. I'm gonna right click on it. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna paste that right into the slide, right in the middle. Boom. Look like they fitting it right in there for us. Cool. I like it. Add a little extra color in there. There we go, fam. That's about it. We're gonna sign out now. Hopefully that was helpful. There's a lot of other things you can do. On here, but hopefully this is good now. You can make things move, make things slide in, fly out, however you want to do. But we gonna call it a wrap. All right now. Peace.